Hi everybody, and welcome back to a new video. It's Mike here with Mike's Drones and More. And today, guys, I've got a couple of really popular drones that are out there. Both of these can be purchased at Walmart. So today, guys, I'm going to be showing you and doing a side-by-side comparison of the Promark GPS Shadow drone and the Promark VR drone. Now, keep in mind that this Promark VR drone here, this has been heavily modified. I've changed out the props. I took off the original camera. I also added an action camera on the bottom, and these are not the original legs. These are legs that you can purchase online. They're actually from a DJI that you can buy to extend the legs out as well. So again, this has been heavily modified. So we're going to go ahead and basically just go over the different comparisons and show you the differences so you guys can make an informed decision on which drone might be the best purchase for you for this year. So hold on for just a second and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so thanks for holding on the break there for me. I appreciate that. Okay, so we already know a lot about the GPS drone, so we'll go ahead and show off the Promark VR drone. Now, of course, again, this has been heavily modified, and just brought some examples for you guys so you can see. So this is actually the original camera that came with it. It does move up and down just like the GPS drone, and it's got the Wi-Fi antenna on there, so it does broadcast back to your phone. Now, on the back of this camera, it does have an SD card slot, but that slot does not work. So that's one of the downsides. It's the same exact camera. It's got a 720p. I gotta admit, the GPS drone seems like it has a little bit better camera on it. So I don't know if they did some changing to it. So that's one thing. And these are the original legs. So you can see right here, original legs were about right here, roughly. So there was about a little bit, almost 2 inches difference where this sat down much lower right about here. So that I just wanted to share with you as well. And this is an aftermarket action camera holder. It holds basically any action camera that's a GoPro knockoff. So this is the A9 I bought for it. It's just a simple 1080p action camera. It cost me about 20 bucks over at gearbest.com. I'll leave a link in the description for this, guys, if you're interested in it. And so yeah, so here's the Promark VR. So main difference is this does not have GPS on it. It does have auto hover on it though. And again, these are the tri-blades that I put on here. The original blades are the exact same as the GPS drone. So they're the two-bladed ones. And also this battery here, this one is a 2S 2000 milliamp 7.4. So it's the same, it's a 2S, except for the GPS drone comes with a 2500 battery. This one is a 2000 battery. You can get these all over the internet, these banana plug batteries. So that's kind of a pro in my opinion, is you can buy aftermarket batteries. You don't have to buy the Promark ones if you want to buy those. Here's the basically the controller for it. Basic setup, nothing fancy about it. This is not the original antenna. I did a modification on this antenna, so that's not the original. It was just a small little stubby antenna, and that's what it looks like there. If you guys want, I did tons of videos on the Promark VR, flight videos and everything, so you can go back and you can watch those. I have a Promark VR playlist that's got everything on there. So if you're interested in checking that out, you're more than welcome to. I did a complete unboxing and a complete review of this drone last year on Black Friday because it was on sale back then. And here's what it looks like from the back side. So the back side is just got a little flap here that opens up and your battery goes right in there. So it's not a smart, intelligent battery. This does not have GPS on it, although they both have brushed motors. So they're exactly the same motor on both of the drones, and so that's basically the difference. So this one you don't get GPS, but there's a lot more upgrades and mods that you can do for this one. It's a little bit more open sourced. This does have auto hover though, just like this one has auto hover as well. So that's a plus in my book as well. So let's go ahead and swap now and we'll take a look at the GPS drone. Okay, so here's our GPS drone. So this one, guys, I was looking on the internet and I did take the covers off, and I did find out that these are SEMA X8 brushless motors. So you can find these all over the internet. You can find them on Amazon. If you go to my Amazon influencer page, I've got a link that you can buy the upgraded motors for these. They're very easy to take on and off. I have not taken this apart yet. I wanted to do a little bit more testing before I tear it apart and see everything. This is the basic camera that comes with this one. It's a 720p, so it's not 1080p, but that's okay. And this camera, it does come off. So there is a little tab right down here that you push on, and you push this back, and then this slides off, and then I can take that same stabilizer that I bought for here, and I can put it on here as well. So I can get much better video footage if I put that on here, which we'll do a flight video of that probably later this week if I can get it out and test it out. Also, the main difference is this is not a LiPo battery. This is a lithium ion battery. So there's a little bit difference there. Lithium ion is typically what you see in most of cell phones, those hoverboard things and things like that. So they're a little bit cheaper battery, not quite as good. Now both of these get about 10 to 15 minutes worth of flight. This one, you're not going to get as much flight. Reason being, it's got GPS, so the GPS has to lock in, and number two is it's got this camera. This camera, if we take it off, I bet you we're going to get a better flight time, because this has to transmit back and forth between the phone and also to the transmitter as well. So it's got a lot that it's got to put out basically. So if we unplug this camera and we just put on our action camera, probably we can push the battery life a little bit more, because remember, everything that you add to it pulls more juice off the battery. So that's another thing. So, and also this one does have GPS. Now, I didn't show you on the other controller. This one originally did have a phone holder that was on the top, on the back. So it did hold it. Actually, it was right here on the front, and it did hold your phone. It was not quite as good as this one. So this one I like because it's right off the top here, and it can hold a bigger phone. It holds my Z Max phone, which is a pretty big phone. It's almost the same size. Actually, I think it's a little bit bigger than the iPhone 7. So, or iPhone 7 Plus is what I meant to say. So, which is really nice. This can hold a lot bigger. This has GPS. This has return to home, automatic land. So, in my opinion, the better drone, if you're looking for a nice beginner GPS drone, this is well worth the money. This is definitely like it. If you want something that's a little bit more open source and that you can kind of fiddle with about, you don't really care about the GPS, then go with this one. Both of these are sold at Walmart right now. I believe this one runs $129, and I believe the GPS drone runs $179. So for a $50 difference, you know, you can get a much better drone, in my opinion. These legs were all separate, and these tended to snap off of the Promark drone, where these are all one piece. These are very close to a DJI leg, which is nice. So these are actually a lot more stable, and they're not going to snap off. They're not as quite as flimsy as the ones that were on there before. But again, I did an upgrade where I changed the legs because I wanted to lift it up because the camera was in the way. So there's the main difference. So guys, I hope you like the comparison between the Promark GPS Shadow drone and the Promark VR drone. So both are really great drones. They perform really nice, both of them. I'm impressed with either or. So it's really up to you. If you want GPS, if that's something you want, go with the Promark GPS. If you don't care about the GPS, you just want something to kind of fiddle with outside, go with the Promark VR. Either one is fine. They both come with the same VR goggles. I don't use them because the Wi-Fi is a little laggy, and they're not really true VR goggles. I mean, you can put your phone in there, you can download some apps. You can't play games with them or anything like that, but you can watch like virtual reality movies and stuff like that on your phone if you want. And there's a couple of games like the roller coaster 3D game that you can play as well. So there's a few things that you can do with it. But both essentially are the exact same drone. Just this new updated one has got a lot more features on it. It's like I said, it's got the return to home. It's got the smart battery. This doesn't have a smart battery, so you don't know when the battery's going to die on this except for when the lights blink on it. Just like this one where the lights blink, but also on the app, this one is a lot better. This one, honestly, has a lot more friendlier application to use. It's just a lot more clear. They really did a lot of work on this drone, and they really beefed it up, and they did a really awesome job. So thumbs up to Promark for really improving. They did an awesome job. The only thing I wish they would have done this round is I wish they would have put brushless motors on it, because a brushless motor drone is so much better. You're going to get it more speed. It's just all in all just a better drone in my opinion. So, but it's not bad for what it is. For under $200 you get a GPS drone, and it's an awesome drone, I gotta tell you. So later this week, again, I'm going to be doing some flight comparisons between the two, and then hopefully we'll be able to test out some more of the features on the GPS drone here as well. I want to test out the follow me feature. I want to test out the return to home feature for you guys, so that way you can figure out if this is the drone for you. But for $200 or under $200, this is not a bad drone at all. And also, I've gotten a lot of people that have asked me, what's the difference between this drone and the Phantom drones? So later this week or next week, I'll do another video. Well, I'll go ahead and grab my Phantom, my Dji Phantom Standard, because I know a lot of people want the Standard, and the Standard is an awesome drone. It is just awesome. I still use it to this day. I've had it for over a year now, and I love that drone. That's the one I take on some job sites, and I do a lot of good stuff with it. It's just a phenomenal drone. DJI, you can't beat DJI, but you're paying for a DJI price. Where this is going to be in more of a beginner to intermediate, DJI is going to be more intermediate and advanced drone flyer. But you're paying for the DJI price. It's going to be $500, for the Standard, and I have the DJI Phantom 3 Professional, which is going to run about $1,000. So that's just what you guys want. So guys, again, thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button for me down there. If you enjoy the channel, if you like my reviews, go ahead, and if you want, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. That really does help out the channel. And you can also hit the bell next to it. The bell just lets you guys know when I've got new videos. Typically we upload on Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Sorry I missed this week's Sunday Q&A. I will try and record a double one for this next week. I just got really busy with my drone racing, and I just wasn't able to get the video done. So I apologize for that, but I'll have one up this week for you guys. That's why I put an extra video up on Monday. So sorry for that, guys, and I'll make sure to answer your questions. So yeah, again, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the awesome comments and all the awesome support, guys. I really appreciate it. Keep the questions, keep the comments coming. And as always, guys, let's keep our drones up in the air and flying high, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome day.